just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Hello, America, and hello, world. Good morning, Filipinas. Welcome to the Teacher's Voice. This show aims to give teachers the opportunity to talk on air about their unforgettable journey and thrilling adventures, as well as share their splendid wisdom to inspire and give hope to our listeners and viewers. This show is aired by the Philippine Las Vegas radio station from the heart of Las Vegas every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Sunday in the Philippines at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is one of your co-hosts, Judilyn F. Canete, welcoming you from New York City, and my other co-hosts are from New York City too, Pacita Ross and Marvin Cadornigara. Sir Marvin, let's pray.
All right, let us pray. Father in heaven, we stand in awe of your steadfast love and your enduring faithfulness. We worship you. We praise you for what you are, for what you have done to us. We also honor you today through the lives of our teachers who are serving you with both tenderness and devotion in their respective classrooms. And we thank you for allowing us to listen and to be inspired one more time with the life of our guest teacher today. This we pray in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Mom Pacita Ross, I think it's time for us to greet our friends around the world.
Around the world.
Go ahead, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Judy. And teachers all over the world, mabuhay kayong lahat. And I greet you with the love and gratitude to you for all you do, your dedication and hard work in educating our youth to become the good citizens of the world. And I would not like to miss this opportunity for the Teacher Voice to congratulate one of our former co-hosts, Dr. Chorelie Timbol, who was one of the 54 Empire State Excellence in Teaching awardee in New York State. He was awarded for the following reasons. One, for his hard work and effort, for inspiring the minds of children across the state of New York, and for selflessly showing up for the kids in New York State. Dr. Timbol, congratulations, and we're very proud of you.
Congratulations, Sir Ellie. Thank you very much, Ma'am Pacit. Sir Marvin?
Yes, we send our greetings and our courtesies to all teachers who we celebrate today in our show. Your life and your love for teaching are truly what truly matter inside the classroom. Through thick and thin, you stay true to your calling. And so we commend you for the great job that you are doing inside your respective classrooms. You cannot tell how much your lives have touched and molded your students. So welcome to the Teacher Voice. And I would like also to take this opportunity to congratulate our good friend, Dr. Chorelie Timbol. We hope that you will continue your inspiring journey to serve the students of New York City. Congratulations, Sir Chorelie.
Good. Sir Marvin and Ma'am Pacita Ross. Guys, teachers all around the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We want to greet you a happy day that you are right now, wherever you are. And thank you for dedicating your life and yourself to this academe in the field of education. Thank you. You are there to inspire us, and your life has been our inspiration. Thank you. You are a blessing to the kids, to the parents, and to your fellow teachers. Sir Ellie, wow. Congratulations. Patreat, Sir Ellie, ha? Sabi ko nga, kahit batchoy lang, Sir Ellie. You are enjoying there right now in in the
In the
Philippines. I
Philippines.
know that you
Yeah.
are happy
Yeah.
with your friends in there, sa mga teachers there, and your
The
family.
family.
Dalhan mo na lang kami, Sir Ellie, ng ano. Akin niya, sir,
Batchoy.
gusto ko batchoy eh. Ma'am Pacita, anong gusto mo?
Batchoy din.
Sir Marvin, ano gusto mo? Dalhin ni Sir
Ay,
Ellie.
kung ano ang
Kung
available
anong sa heart niya.
sa kanilang province, I would love that.
Yes. Sir Ellie, I want to share this to you din. This recording namin. Okay.
Right.
Ma'am, salamat. And then, Ma'am Pasit, I think it's your time
Yeah,
now
okay.
to introduce our
Yes, okay. Yes, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished guest for this show today. Okay, now she's called Chuchi by her family and close friends, and she compares herself to a box of chocolates. If you're wondering, let me
That's true.
continue. Like a dark chocolate, she possesses a deep passion for motivating and inspiring learners. She knows the thought, she loves the thought and the act of sharing knowledge, skills, and positive values with learners. She has been in the technical vocational ministry for 10 years now. Similar to white chocolate, our guest is a product of a wonderful blend of artistry, innovation, and dedication. She handled various positions in the business process outsourcing arena. On the side, she also writes and sings for a cause.
Uh-huh.
How wonderful.
Uh-huh.
And it's my great honor and pleasure to introduce to you our guest for today, Miss Chorelie Tupas from the Philippines.
Hey, from
Welcome.
Bacolod City.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ma'am Pacita, for that gracious introduction.
You're
Good morning,
welcome.
Sir Marvin, Ma'am Judilyn.
Morning.
Wow. I'm so excited.
Yes, I am.
Ma'am, we are we live in one city, Bacolod City.
Oh,
And she is being introduced to me. Na-refer ng executive director of Noletsi. We will
okay.
interview her because her life and her advocacy, the teaching skills, she can share a lot to us, everyone. Now, Cho, I call her all the time, Cho, like real chocolate.
Yeah, oh,
You
okay.
see, right? Because this woman is a very, very sweet, sweet woman. That's why a lot of us says chocolate, because of being so sweet to us. Cho, we are going to let you greet your friends also.
That's right.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Judilyn. Good morning. Good morning to all the educators, future educators, those who wish to be educators but landed in another career. I know that somewhere
True.
God is using you with a purpose, right? Good
True.
morning and maayong gabi sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Daw parang maganda yun. Good, magandang gabi or magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Okay. Cho, i-barbecue ko ikaw. I will ask and ask a lot of questions to you later. Pero I will let Ma'am Pacita Ross first to do that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now, you seem to be really an interesting character. Besides being a chocolate or comparing yourself to a chocolate, you have a few outstanding achievements as young as you are.
Mhm.
So, Chuchi, let me call you your that name. Could you please tell us, first of all, your advocacy as a teacher or an educator,
Mhm.
so that we will know some more about you?
All right. Thank you, Ma'am Pacita. Well, you know what? Before I proceed to my advocacy, you'd be surprised. When I was younger, I didn't want to be a teacher. I hated to be a teacher. Why? My
Mm.
mother was a principal and she was away most of the time. And I told myself, really, she's a busy woman. Then I was like, I wished I had a mom beside me when I did my
Oh,
homework. I wish I had a mom to come up the stage for
okay.
presentations and practices. And but still God had a special purpose for me. I'm here honing young minds and heart. So when it comes to my advocacy, it's really um, helping out learners to become who they want to be. It's like there is this timid, like silent,
Mhm.
or even lack of confident trainee. And then after a training of 2 months and even 3 months, lo and behold, a trainee who is confident and a trainee who believes in himself.
Wow,
Very
wow.
good. Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent. So
Thank
tell
you.
us more about your affiliation with this career affiliation with BPO, like business BP processing outsourcing. What
Process
do you do with
outsourcing.
that?
Yes. Well, with the BPO, you actually cater to a lot of programs and services. So on my side, I started out as a customer service representative. So that's with sales,
Joe,
billing, and
excuse
technical.
me, if you can
Yes.
explain to us first or to the listeners, what is this BPO, business
Oh, all
processing
right.
outsourcing? If you can
Mhm.
explain
Uh-huh.
to us first.
Yes, yes. So that's actually the term used before BPO, business process outsourcing. So it's like a company who renders a particular service and hires another company in exchange for money.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, though, they expanded because of the coverage of the service. So it's now named Business Process Management, BPM.
Mm.
So
BPM.
call center is one of the areas that BPM covers.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's where I teach contact center services.
Okay, so tell us now. Now we understand what we call BPOs. They are call centers, right?
Partly.
That means these BPOs or these companies they have clients from abroad that these abroad companies outsource that to the Philippines. Is that the one?
That's right.
Okay, okay. So tell us now, what do you do with these companies?
All right. So for these companies, they actually open a lot of positions. So for entry level, meaning for base one, you start off either as a CSR, a customer service representative,
Mm.
or if it's troubleshooting, then we go for TSR or technical support representative. Either way, their aim is for excellent customer service. And I'm sure at one point you have spoken to some of them.
All right, already. Yes,
Right?
yes, yes. So don't tell me that all this customer service that I have spoken are from the Philippines.
There's
Minimum.
a
Most,
big chance. There's a big chance.
yes,
they're,
that's
they're from the
true. You
Philippines.
know, those from. I mean, if you have a problem with Dell, you have a problem with
Right?
Verizon, you can
Right.
really identify that I'm talking to a Filipino.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Yes.
easy. Yeah.
So this is the one. All right. So you are one of the trainers of them.
Yes.
How about this Noletsi? What do you do with Noletsi?
Yes. Well, Knowledge C is actually a training center. We are the first government-run training center of the provincial government of Negros Occidental. So we have TESDA registered programs as well as special programs. So the beauty of this training center is to actually not just provide human resource management, but to really alleviate as well, okay, those who are in the those who are undeserved and those who really needs help. So we
Mm-hmm.
provide scholarships for those who are unable to enroll in college, for those who, let's say, they graduated in college, but they were not able to land a job,
Uh-huh.
or for IELTS graduate, we accept IELTS graduates and high school graduates who are really unable to pursue their education. So this is where we come in, your technical vocational training.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So only this the province of Negros Occidental is the first center in Negros
Yes.
itself. Okay,
Yes.
very good. Sir Marvin?
Yes, Ma'am Chuchi, you mentioned that you have been in the technical vocational ministry for 10 years now.
Yes.
And please describe to us what are the technical and vocational courses that our youngsters can prepare themselves for their career in the future.
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. You actually have a lot of courses because the government's training center is actually um, TESDA. So they really offer a lot. Now, when it comes to Knowledge, we basically offer contact center services NC2, visual graphics design NC3,
Mhm.
2D animation NC3, and English language proficiency. So for special programs, we also offer robotics, IELTS review, digital literacy training, and we also have software development training program. Well, for TESDA, they really offer an array, Pastor Marvin, like welding, food and beverage.
I think so.
Yes.
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
very nice. As a follow-up question, Ma'am Chuchi, I am interested, and I know our listeners are also interested to know what are the benefits and what are the promises of technical vocational careers for our young people.
Right.
Beautiful question. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Well, for that question, Pastor Marvin, it's if you really look at it, the pay in the BPO or the PPM, the call center for that matter, is really good.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's one. You really get to earn more than just an office job.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
True.
second, you also get to really expand your horizon. I once told my friend, if you want your child to mature, let your child work in the BPO because
Wow.
you really get to work with colorful people. You work with, it's a matter of priorities when it comes to schedule because schedule change in the BPO really happens. For
Yeah.
this week, you'll be on an 8 p.m. login time. The next week, you'll be at 4 a.m. So it's really a matter of adjusting, right? And at the same time, you also get to develop your skills, your communication, your active listening, right? You will never, or perhaps you'll go to America. You've never been to America, but here you are assisting
Mm-mm.
Americans.
Mm-hmm.
You've never been to Korea, but here you are, right? You're helping out
Good.
people.
Yes.
That in itself, right? The fact of helping people who are thousands of miles away from you is already something.
That's so great.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Ma'am Paset?
Yes. Okay. You know, Nolitsi is almost like a TESDA, except that TESDA is nationwide. Am I right?
Mhm.
And they have more courses actually to offer. Now, my question is, you mentioned also that before it was the BPO, it was called BPO, but then you said it's now called the business process management.
All right.
And one of the areas in the BPM is the call centers. What other areas are there in the BPM or the business process management that you
Mhm.
mentioned?
Yes. Well, that would actually be a lot, like programming, okay, for software and development, right? You have robotics, you have all the IT
Oh,
areas. That's why if you've noticed the demand and even
uh-huh.
the enrollment for the colleges pursuing these careers are very high nowadays.
What do you mean? Those There's students who do not go to college but attend Nolitsi.
Right.
And what happens? Do they get a college diploma after they complete, like, say, 2 or 4 years of studies with Nolitsi?
Okay. So our training here, Mampasit, is we call that CBT. It's a competency-based training. So we target specific areas. So
Okay.
like for CCS, that's my field. So the training runs for a month. That's for 4 weeks. So we actually inculcate there your English language proficiency, and then
Okay.
we also
So,
highlight customer
excuse me,
service.
Cho. Excuse me. When you say 2 months, is that 8 hours, 5 hours a day?
A day.
Yes, it's for a month. And way back when it was face to face, that's 8 hours. We begin from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Uh-huh.
But we transitioned right now because of course, of
Oh, COVID.
COVID-19.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So we swing for full online.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
In continuation, in addition to Mampasit's question, I have a question also. What are the differences or difference in the students' preparedness level of preparedness in the vocational education compared to students who will go to college, the college level? Is there a difference in their level of preparedness, like in their study, in their attitude, their perspective? Can you see the difference?
Yes, there's really a big difference, Ma'am Judilyn, because basically, in order for us to get to know more of the trainee, we actually conduct a stakeholders analysis. So we have this interview with the trainee one-on-one. Yes, physically we see each other for 8 hours, but you never know the story behind the trainee, right? So
Mm-mm.
that's why we do that. And then ultimately, in the course of the training, you really get to know their strengths and areas for improvement. And then we conduct assessments from time to time. So you would really know that the level of preparedness of the trainee is really different. That's why when the trainee is competent, that's actually a rating. We don't give a rating of 90 or 95. It's either competent or not yet competent. That the time that they pass the institutional assessment, we provide them with an NC2 certificate.
Okay,
Very
that
nice.
NC2 is from TESDA.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is as what you said, it's a com the the curriculum is based on competence. So
Right.
target talaga na in 2 months you need to know how to speak
To
like
do
a
this and
customer
to do
service
that.
professional, customer service, compared to college, like for 4 years you have all the
Mhm.
mathematics, you have, like that. So that's why we call that competence level
Right.
base, right? So in your 2 months, that is so short oh, for our students to learn a lot. Because
All
customer
right.
service, um, are they ready? After 2 months, are they ready to speak to foreigners?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's why we actually conduct, Ma'am Jude, with the recruitment. Our first step is to really make sure that we filter our applicants. So we let them undergo an online assessment, and then we interview them. After which they're endorsed to us for training. So the beauty of our training delivery is that we have a strong partnership. We collaborate. We actually conduct a review with a BPM from time
Mm.
to time in case they have a specific need. Like for example, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to name the call
No, that's
center, but
fine.
let's
That's
just
fine.
say call center one. Call center one would call us and tell us that they need more people for sales. And this is the time that we really focus on sales skills there.
Mm.
Or call center number two will call us up and will tell us, hey, we need people for troubleshooting for your phone. Because a lot of customers call in, hey, um, my phone's not working. So just the same, we also highlight on the troubleshooting knowledge and what's this? The troubleshooting part.
Mm. So what you are saying is, if this customer, I mean, this BPO will tell you that they need this kind of this kind of training for the students in preparation for the job openings for them. That is what you target.
Yes, we
Right?
actually calibrate with them. Got the word now.
Oh, oh,
Calibrate.
okay.
Celebrate. Okay.
Wow, this is awesome, Mom Pasit and Marvin, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
Uh-huh.
O sige, I will give Sir Marvin time naman. May question
All
pa
right.
ako eh.
It
O
is
sige.
it is very interesting to note that we have teachers in our the Teacher Voice show who, aside from having the passion and the compassion to teach, also have an artistic side. And Ma'am Pachi, please share with us your personal fulfillment as a teacher who also writes songs and sings songs not only for personal pleasure, but for a cause.
Yeah.
And please tell us, what causes are you sharing your music with?
Very
Ay,
good.
that's
Yeah.
so
Very good.
nice. Mm.
Thank you, Pastor Marvin. Well, I really took it to what God has said, that we should not keep our talents, right? But share it.
Mm-mm.
And so at a very young age, I already started singing at the
Mhm.
choir, and then with the community engagements, as well with volunteer works for sweep here in Bacolod City. So at the same time, I also write for an online daily, but that's for free. That's a volunteer job. And it's really fulfilling. It's really fulfilling because the fact that you would see, even imagine this, Ma'am Jude, we get to have trainees who are 52 years old, really 55 years old.
Sir
You know that,
Marvin, Ma'am Pasit, pwede pa tayo pala
Pwede pa tayo.
yes,
Pwedeng pwede.
yes, yes.
Oh, go
Well,
ahead.
they are pretty shy to share their talent.
Mhm.
And so that's why in class, what I do is we have a talent day. And then each of the trainee will showcase and share their talent. And then in the process, they get to realize, well, I stayed in the house for the last 20 years, Miss Jo. But then here I am. And I finally realized that I have this talent. That's why I told them, even though you already have a job in the BPO, never ever forget the talent that God gave you. Use that for a purpose.
Wow. Sir Marvin, daw paawitin ko 'to si Choi
Oo.
dahil sa bio note mayroon diyang, awit, eh, 'di ba? So,
Yes, yes.
Cho, what kind of, songs that you prefer to sing?
Well, gospel songs.
Ah,
Of
okay.
course.
Mhm.
Yeah. Of
Sir
course.
Marvin, you have a singer now, sa kung
Oh, yes.
alright. Cho, ito, I have a question. Alam niyo, because we have this TESDA, a lot of vocational courses already in like TESDA. And a lot of students, after they graduated high school, they prefer to take vocational courses, Tita, in
Yeah.
TESDA, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right.
Compare, or we say they prefer to take those courses, of TESDA courses, than going to college and studying for 4 years. Okay. Cho, you have been there already in this business, teaching, and training these people. What can you say about this, preferences of students to take courses in, TESDA and studying college? What can you say
Mhm.
about this?
Mhm. Well, that's true, Ma'am Jude. There are really a few who would rather work in the BPM first, save up money, and then once they have money, that's the time that they pursue their college degree.
Mm, mm.
Okay.
There are really those who do that. There are those who also work and study on the side, because there are some call centers here in Bacolod, Ma'am Jude, Pastor Marvin, and Ma'am Pasit, who really offers further education scholarship.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, there. So when it comes to that, it's, well, my take on that, Ma'am Jude, is it's a matter of a personal choice. And our culture here in the Philippines, we really have to respect our elders. So they ask their parents about it. And then of course, if their parents say that, no, I can't send you to school, and then this is the time that they enroll in the technical vocation course.
Okay. So what you are saying that yes, it's a preference. They prefer to take the vocational course first and then they save up money, or the company itself is giving them a scholarship to go for college, right? So what we are saying, this vocational courses, they are just a stepping stone for those who don't have yet finance or financial capacity. A
Right.
family
Mm-hmm.
don't have
Mhm.
capacity financially. They take this job first and then they move up as they have already money.
Right. Right.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Very
I
good.
have a question, Chuchi. You see, I have some nephews and nieces who are or have been with call centers. And then after a few years, like one recent niece just retired, resigned, or left because of burnout. She was one of the, I don't know the exact title of the position. She was one of the leaders. She recruits, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, recruiter.
She's a
Mhm.
recruiter. And then she just resigned. And then because of burnout, she said now she is in the province trying to cool it off.
Mhm.
What do you think might be the reason or
Mhm.
reasons why some of them just leave?
Easily leave.
Yeah. What
Mhm.
do you
Mhm.
think
And that's
might
a
be
very
that?
good question. What are
Yeah.
the
Right.
factors of they call it burn out or
Burnout.
very
They feel
Right.
stressful?
burned out.
Why
Yes.
is it? Yeah,
Why is
thank
that?
you very
Yeah.
much for that question.
Mhm.
Because we heard that those who work in the BPM, they said it's very stressful. What is in there?
Right.
Mhm. Yes. Mom Pasit, there are actually a lot of reasons why employees leave the call center. Okay. That's why here in Knowledge, our aim is not just to let the trainee work and get hired in the BPO. We would love to see them bloom and grow. Now, these challenges come in the way. That's why I always tell my trainees, Pastor Marvin, Mampasit, and Ma'am Jude, the BPO is not for the smartest. It's not for the most beautiful, but the one who has the best coping skill. Why? I
Mm.
mentioned this earlier, Mapasit, right? Your schedule will change from time to time.
Okay. That's
Do you
one.
know?
Okay.
Yes. Do you know that your break time is timed? Like for today, you can only urinate by 10 to 10:15. The next day, 10:20 to 10:35. It's really like that. It's timed. There's
Oh,
a schedule for that. Apart from that,
I'm sorry.
I believe it would also be discipline. It's really discipline. There are those who would really say that the account is too stressful because of the quota. Like, for example, they have a quota to sell like $500, and then middle of the week, they only get $50 because
100.
perhaps they have poor sales skill,
Uh-huh.
right? So, what else? If you really look at, could be the pay. That's possible.
Uh-huh.
Could be the pay because if it's a startup company, chances are, since you're entry level, you really start off with what? 9,000 pesos. It's really like that. So up until you get regularized on the sixth month. Then again, it's really with a coping skill, Mampasit. So that's why we really tell our trainees working in the BPO is not a piece of cake. You really have to cope with the culture, the schedule change, the product, the that's true,
Attitude
Mampasit.
of the clients also, or the
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are screamed. Sometimes
They scream that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
they
Mm-hmm.
screamed at
Right. Right.
you.
Oh, okay.
Right, with all this and then parang you are carrying that until you go home.
All right. That's why I tell my trainees to positively distress.
Mm-mm.
You really need to find a way to let it out because ultimately if you won't, it will really show in your body.
Of course. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Now, my question again, another question I have is, um, to be you're a trainer, correct? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What qualifications does somebody have who wants to work as a trainer like yourself so that they will be taken in? Do they have to be a degree holder in, say, psychology or education or anything like that?
Mhm. So I'll just provide an example, Ma'am Pasit, for me.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to be a CCS NC2 trainer, you need to have at least 5 years of work experience in the call center so that you could actually really fully support
Okay.
your trainees. Apart from that, you need to have a TM1. It is a license for you to teach. Trainer's Methodology 1. Okay, if you have a license to teach for DepEd, right? You also have a license to teach for TechVoc. Okay. Apart from that, you need to be physically fit. That's
Mhm.
why we actually provide a medical record,
Okay,
a
okay.
neuropsych result. Okay. And you need to be computer literate.
Of
These
course.
are actually what's shown there on the test day requirements.
So you must be like a graduate of education at the very least.
For CCS, you don't need to.
What is CCS?
It's a contact center services. So it's a blend of communication and customer service training.
So you don't need to be a
A college graduate. You don't
college
need to.
graduate.
Oh, you have to. You have to be a college graduate.
Oh, okay.
To
That's the
teach
very first.
CCS.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Sir Marvin, ka-interesting ito, tita, ano?
I know.
Very interesting. Huh.
Yes, that's
And
why,
then
ma'am.
one thing, Sir Marvin and Tita Pasit, is this, that like us, if we have nieces, nephews in there in the Philippines that would like also to become like this CCS, at least we have something to tell them. And
Yes,
especially
please.
parents that who will hear this, our show, they will have knowledge of what is this all about. Okay. Thank you, Sir Marvin.
Ma'am Chuchi, you have mentioned about the qualities of both trainers and students. I am interested as to know what are your observations as you train, as you teach the trainees. What are the values that you see in your students that would tell you that they are in for success in life?
Great.
And how do you, as a teacher, uh, circle around developing these positive values?
Mhm.
Before
Thank
you
you.
answer that, Cho, okay, guys, those who are listening right now, this is a very good question, especially for those students who or young ones who want to go to this field. All right, listen to this, how you will be successful and how you will stand out in there and survive as a CCS. Cho?
Mhm. Well, with that, Pastor Marvin, I would really attribute that to one who is open for learning. One can be an ALS graduate, a high school graduate, a college graduate, a master's degree holder. But if one isn't open, if one doesn't have the open heart and mind to learn, then there's a period to that. And you would really know. You would really know. Um, I'm sorry, this is quite a long story, but I'll make it short. I once had a trainee, Ma'am Jude, Pastor Marvin, and Ma'am Pasit, wherein he went to Bacolod with only 20 pesos in his pocket. He arrived here in Bacolod. He doesn't know where Knowledge is. It was a holiday. So of course the office was closed. He went to Jollibee. He asked the guard if he could just stay there. The guard agreed. The next day, it was already office day. And he went here. He's a high school graduate with only 20 pesos in his pocket. And to survive, he actually washed the dishes in a restaurant nearby. And his classmates would also give him rice, viand. That's for a month of training. All right. If you look at it, no one in his right mind would go to Bacolod with just 20 pesos in his pocket. And I actually told him, you're crazy, right? But he did. he survived. And up until now, he's working in Panay Shatik as a customer service representative. Those are just one of the success stories that we have.
Mm.
So then again, I would really attune it to one who is open for learning.
Mhm. Mhm.
Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. No, I have a question, a follow-up question about let's see, and the kind of wait a second now. How do you call this now? No, let's see is provincial government initiative, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Now, and how long have you had Nolitsi? And if you could give us a qualification or a characterization of Nolitsi, and how much do you think has it succeeded, if it is a successful agency of the government? How much success has Nolitsi, or could Nolitsi claim, regarding training and employing or making those trainees, I mean, successful in the areas that they trained for?
Mhm. Well, we have been here for the last 11 years,
It's a long
and
time.
we have more than 6,000 graduates to date.
Uh-huh.
Well, we really call ourselves the dream team for that matter. We're just what? We have 9 trainers, a few admin staff headed by an amazing vocational school administrator,
Mhm.
Dr. Maria Cristina Orbisido, who leads by example. She really leads by example. She's here
Mm.
before 8 a.m. every day.
Oh,
Right. Yes. Well, the beauty of knowledge, well, as I believe that God has really placed each of us here for a special purpose, and that's to really support the Negrenses. We all come from like a visual graphics design experience. You know May, right? She was here last week.
yeah.
Me with the ELP background abroad, right? We have a nurse here with us. We have an animator who's been with Walt Disney for the longest time.
Wow.
Yes, that's Sir Dawn. We have amazing English teachers, psychiatrists, psychologists for that matter, who also works as trainers. So more than the achievements and the awards, I would really attune that to the joy, the happiness, and the pride. They were able to help out a lot of people from here to there. From someone here, I have a lot of stories to tell. I have
Fine.
four. I have four trainees. They're all sisters and brothers. They used to stay in one room. They don't have a house. Each of them landed a job, and each of them have houses right now individually.
Wow.
Really. Little things like they would say, Miss Shaw, I have placed tiles on the kitchen. Miss Shaw, I have bought the washing machine. These are more than enough to fuel us. That's why we are expanding globally. So
Oh, very
we
good.
will be putting up a site in Talisay soon. There.
Yes.
So
And
Okay.
also,
Very good.
Sir Marvin, Cho, this is a testimony in our business, the MedStar. We know that MedStar is also
right.
partnering
Now let's
with
see.
Noletzi. Our teacher right now, Sir Napoleon Cortez, is a graduate of my course in there that we train. So right now, uh, Sir Nap is a certified American teacher. Imagine. So this is just an example of the products, one of the products of Noletzi.
Now let's see.
Yes. So I am happy that we have also Sir Napoleon Cortez, who is right now a teacher of MedStar when it comes to coding, medical coding. That is one of the
Right.
examples.
Very good.
And a very humble trainer.
I know, I know. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And I have a question, Cho. This is it. So you have been there for 10 years. What is in your experience with this graduates, and then I think they are telling stories what they experience like that. What have you heard from them? Their worst and their best moments working as CCS.
Mhm. Yes. Well, for the best moments, Ma'am Jude, that would be able to provide food on the table, to be able to send their younger siblings to college.
Wow.
That's why they usually post on Facebook, I already have a nurse. It's like I allowed my sibling to finish school and I'll also finish soon. It's like that. To be able to
Wow.
provide simple things for their family, to be able to send themselves to school because they're the ones providing for themselves too. Right. And what else are really the bests? They would go up the ladder. We already have supervisors, managers,
Yes.
operations director, and we would invite them from time to time to join us for the culmination to share their success stories.
Yeah.
Yes. For the worst,
Yeah, there's always
yeah.
that side.
For the worst, they would actually tell me, oh, I'll say for the worst, Miss Shaw, can you make me a resignation letter? And I was like, nah, you really have to do it on your own, right? Because
Uh-huh.
it's a career choice that you'll make, right? Or they'll ask me, Miss Shaw, will I endure this or will I stay? Will I resign? And then I simply tell them the pros and cons, but I don't tell them to really resign or to stay because, again, it's a
Yeah,
career choice,
their
right?
choice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, wow.
Mhm.
This is awesome. Cho, can you please share to us that story of the that small girl?
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
them,
Yeah.
Cho, please.
Yes. The midget.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
oh my, I have her name here. At the tip of my tongue. She will kill me for this. I forgot her name. But anyway, she works with Focus Direct. Well, she is a college graduate. I believe she's cum laude for
Wow.
IT.
Before she
Yes.
came there? Before she
Yes.
studied there?
Yes. Yes. She's
Oh.
cum laude. But of course, a lot of people belittled her and told her, like, you're getting nowhere. You are very ambitious. They really told her that. And after the training here, she actually failed in a couple of BPOs. And then she got hired in Focus.
Mm.
On the side, she actually sells Avon products too. She's that industrious.
Mm-mm.
And she's with Focus for the longest time. Do you know what, Pastor Marvin, Ma'am Pasit, and Ma'am Ju, do you know that her boarding house caught on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
unfortunate.
And yes, and then it's a good thing that she was able to run out of the room. She was sleeping that time because, of course, she
Wow.
works at night, right? And then,
Wow.
yeah, she's sleeping in the daytime, but she was able to get up on her feet and still work in Focus.
Very good.
And yes,
What is so until now she's there?
yes, with
Oh,
Focus Direct.
okay. She was given an award by Vice President Lenny,
All
Mm.
right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because
Mm-hmm.
of her her, her skills on CCN.
Wow.
Very successful right now. So thank you, Cho, Sir Marvin, Mampasit. We're very thankful for the wow for the
The
story
presence of Cho. Yeah.
of Cho. We
No,
learned
my
a lot
pleasure.
so
My
much.
pleasure.
We learned so much, Cho, of the customer service industry, the BPM. And before we will leave, Mampasit, Sir Marvin, and Cho, we're going to have our quotes. Mampasit first, and then Marvin, and then Mam Cho.
Okay. All right. Now, first of all, thank you, Cho, for your interesting and inspiring stories.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure our listeners who listened to this show today would have gotten a lot of ideas from you on how to, improve
Survived.
themselves, to be better, and then be able to provide for themselves and their family.
Mm-mm.
Thank you. Very nice. No, anyway, My quote is this time, and Marvin loves to talk about hearts, and I would have something about that too. Okay, this is from Snoopy. You know Snoopy, the cartoon character. He says, "It's not the things we get, but the hearts we touch that will measure our success in life."
Wow. I agree. I agree. Tita.
Agree.
Thank you.
Sir Marvin?
All right. I always share. This is my quote, and I share this over and over. So proper education is the education of the heart. And the best way to educate the heart is to embrace the heart of God. For with the heart of God, we can love even the unlovable among our students. Thank you.
Excellent.
Amen. Sir Marvin, thank you for that. Ma'am Cho?
Yes. Well, if you'll allow me, Ma'am Ju, to give just an overview first before I give my quote, is it okay?
Sure.
Well, dear educators, you might know that in a span of 6 months, I actually lost my mother and my husband. My husband died in front of me. He was gone in just a snap. Why? It was God's perfect plan.
Mhm.
Right? They may physically be gone, but of course they're already singing right now in the heavens. They have fulfilled their purpose. What about us? So let me leave you with live. L, to love yourself and others. I, be in the moment. Not yesterday, it's past, not tomorrow, God's there in the moment. V, valuable. You are a mastercraft of God. You are valuable regardless of what others will say. You are special. E, endure. With a pandemic right now, we face challenges day by day. We have crosses to bear. But be assured that God is there to hold your hand. Endure. Thank you.
Love it. I
Awesome.
love
Very
it.
nice. Thank
Cho.
you.
You have a quote to say, or that is the one?
That's it.
it.
I
Live.
love it.
That's it.
I love
Live.
that. I feel like to cry. And then here is the continuation of Cho. Problems are like washing machines. They twist, they spin,
Uh-huh.
and knock us around. But in the end, we come out cleaner, brighter, and
Yeah.
better than before.
Mhm.
Cute, ano?
Very good. Very
I
good. Very
know, I
good.
love this. Cho, I know, daming pinagdaanan ka, all of us.
Yeah.
We have our pinagdaanan. We go through a lot. And through fire, we survived. We claim this all the time. Even Tita Pasit, Sir Marvin, me, we talk about this. It is just only by God's grace and mercy that until now we are here and we are
Alive.
survived.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Naawa
Yes.
na lang ang Panginoon sa atin. That's why we are here. Also in the life of Cho. Sorry to hear that you lost two lives,
Yeah.
two people in your life. Si
Yeah.
husband and si mami mo.
I'm
But
sorry.
as what you said, they are there singing already with the Lord. Thank
Yep.
you guys. And I am very happy to meet you again early morning. It seems that nag-coffee-coffee lang tayo. Natapos ng talking natin kay Cho. So thank you, Cho. Thank you
My
very much
pleasure.
for that
Thank you.
inspirational story of yours. Sir Marvin,
Thank you very
Ma'am
much.
Pacita.
More
Thank
luck to you, Cho.
Yes.
More luck.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless
Bye.
everyone.
God bless you
Thank
all.
you.
God bless everyone.
Thank you.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye bye.